Hello everyone. Well, welcome to the class. This is the first week of the CST 361 service learning. I want to say hi and welcome you to the class, but also give you a few pointers. First, you probably already realize this is a very different class. This is a class you're not going to learn another programming language or operating system or networking. This is a class we are going to learn how we can apply our computer science skills to better the world, even just a little bit. In the process, we're going to learn more about our community, especially the underserved community around us. We're going to learn how to provide and apply the technology we learn in our major to make a tangible benefit to the people underserved, to the people might not have access to technology or might not afford the equipment. Many of you will teach Boys and Girls Club, will volunteer in K-12 school, and will provide technology services to government agency. So this is the time for us to not only practice our technology, but also learn how to communicate the technology to people that is not part of our professional group. And in the meantime, we'll know more about ourselves, and also hopefully this prepare us to be not only a successful professional in the technology of computer science, but also prepare us to be a leader in the society and make positive change. So this class, this first week, will be like many other weeks. There are three major parts. The first part is a reading and discussion. You will this time we're going to read just a few pages between what is the privilege and what is a service. We want to look at the volunteer from a different light. And after that, about our reading, there is a discussion. You have to participate. Hopefully not very long. So that's every week we have a moderated discussion. The first week will be moderated by myself and the TA. And the second week on, every team will moderate the process. And we will take turns doing that. And the second part is that the main part, you have to provide total 30 hours of service to the nonprofit. The 30 hours can include your planning, communication, and even commuting. But the hope is that most of the 30 hours you provided in person, actually interact with the underserved community. That would be best. So if your project is working with the management, you still want to find some opportunity to talk to the end user, so you know their direct benefit and experience using the technology you help to create or maintain. The third part is, there's just like any other class, there's paperwork. There's, for example, this week you have to do a short-term agreement with your partner. Later on, there is the documentary, and of course there's a time log. And by now you probably know that's a necessary evil for any degree or classes. There's a large part of learning, practicing, and there's also a part kind of busy work, but the accountability is important for you, for the university, and for the society to keep track of what you have done. So that there's some documentation and paperwork that I hope you endure that. And at the end, I want to tell you my own experience. 20-some years ago, I came to CSUMB as a pretty naive young assistant professor. I look at this service learning and say, why do we do that? Why do we force a student to pay tuition to provide volunteer? That doesn't make sense to me. Why do they learn another database or another IT skill? But over the 20 years, I see the transformation of the students. And myself, I involved with a lot of community service. I started to be a true believer of the service learning. It is messy, this is difficult, this is tedious. a lot of you will question its value now, but in the long run, it opened my eyes as part of the being educated, being part of a privileged class, having a college degree. I appreciate the impact on me when I provide service to the community, and help me to grow, help me to have a different perspective, and help me professionally, because now I know there's a potential market or usage of the technology we create. Think about it. The people do not have access to the technology is the opportunity for industry. So I will try to encourage you to embrace the opportunity to learn, not just say, okay, this is not a place to check. If you put your heart into it, knowing the people, knowing the why they don't have access, knowing the power of technology, it can change the world, and we are part of that. And I think that the time and your precious tuition is worthwhile. Enjoy the class. There's many opportunities. I will look at your progress. I look forward to see some of your progress report. And towards the end, every one of you do a documentary about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of your project and the institute you helped. Every year I look at that. I say, wow, that's wonderful. Hopefully I will see that again in this class. Enjoy.